So I was doing my weekly wrap up for, oh, no, monthly wrap up for my stakeholders, and I couldn't help but notice how beautiful this run up has been. I remember when I was looking at here, trying to move up here on the pullback. I thought this may be a trend right here. I wasn't sure because this kind of didn't confirm the trend, but then when we broke out right here, I clearly an upward trend. I just want to admire that for a second. I looked at the historical payouts to my stakeholders. The highest payouts was January of 2022, so that's right in here. So if it was January, that would be right here, right before, you know, this downward trend. And the second highest was the end of June, so the July 1 payment of 2023. So these were my two highest payments out to my stakeholders, which kind of makes sense. Right here, I was a little cautious, all cash. And then when I saw this trend, I kind of broke out with the trading. But I'm going to try and get this all in one video. If you guys have noticed, I've been trying to do shorter, or not shorter videos, less videos. So here's my monthly wrap up. I'm at 1860 right now for the month. Here's all my trades. And let's see if I download that, what that looks like. So I'm net positive, or I'm net positive 3683 on my cash, which means I was a net seller. And I'm up 3683 on my cash. And then if you look here, here's my premium of 1472 on calls and puts, which means about 400 of it came from swing trades. I don't know if you guys saw my swing trade videos, but about 400 or 33% came from swing trades, which is good. You want to look at different strategies in as bull markets start to take off, because the cash secured puts start to dwindle and the uh, covered calls start to get called away. So you got to rebuy them and rebuy them and rebuy them. So that's a little challenging. So I'm getting better with the swing trading, getting back into it. I haven't swing traded for a while because we haven't been in a bull market for a while. And then here is the download here of all my trades. A couple of the swing trades here. I I know some of them were accelerating at such a high rate that I pushed out 50 cents to a dollar on the covered calls. That was a couple of them. But this Pac West also was a decent trade that I pulled from our guys at Trader TV Live. So yeah, here's a swing trade right here. Made a lot on that one. The 282 was way more, obviously, than the covered call. This 192 was way more than the covered call. This 93 was way more than the covered call. So that's just a few examples of the swing trades. So yeah, that strategy seems to be working. Seem to be getting better at it. Again, this takes practice. This takes practice. You can't just go out and do it. I mean, you have to go out and do it. That's what practice is. But you can't go out and do it and be super, super successful. Let's see. I got some GLW out there. I'm going to try and do this quick. I got 34. We're in a down market right now. This is down 0.5%, which is a lot for GLW. I'm going to hold off on this one. Other movers in this little pullback is Delta Airlines. I like Delta Airlines. I traded them all the way back when they were down here in the mid 30s. After this run up, I kind of abandoned them a little bit because they're too hot, and I wanted to stay away from them a little bit. But now they're with a little bit of a pullback on earnings. I'm gonna venture to say that they're probably gonna move into the 44 range, which is still a little high, but I can deal with it because that's not retaking highs from 2022, which I think the S&P X or the S&P will. which means it'll probably pull some of the hotter solid names with it, like Delta Airlines. Another name that's kind of gonna go into the news here pretty quick is FE. FE is First Energy. Problem with First Energy is its earnings are this afternoon, but they only have options out here to August 18th. It's August 1st, which means I don't mind going out to August 18th. I'm going to go ahead and buy this outright because I want to own it for earnings. So I'm going to buy at the 39.16. That's fine. If you look at the covered call, they have them at 40, which is some decent premium out there. After earnings, it should be better, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to put that in. I'm going to buy FE, put that on the books. And then Key is back in. I've been getting my covered calls pulled away or called away at 12, and it's back under 12, which means I'm going to do the same strategy over again, which means I'm going to buy it, keep it for the dividend. Let's do around 1180, keep it for the dividend, and sell the covered call. Hopefully it rebound. It'll definitely rebound for this down 4.26%. Key's a hot name. It'll rebound from that. I'll sell the covered call. So I'm gonna buy those. So I did 2 setups, and I did a put, and I reviewed my week, and I looked at the S&P. So we just did everything today. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop there, and that's my day.